Meet Sunda, a dog whose story is a true lesson in loyalty and unconditional love. His life was marked by an unwavering devotion to his owner, a dedication so intense that it transcended the limits of time and suffering. The bond between Sunda and his former owner was deep, and like any faithful dog, he believed that this connection would never be broken. It all began when his owner, in search of new opportunities, left his old home. What he may not have known, or simply failed to consider, is that Sunda, his faithful companion, did not understand the concept of definitive departure. For Sunda, his owner was only temporarily absent, and he was certain that he would return. And so, day after day, under the scorching sun and cold rain, Sunda remained in the same place, waiting, full of hope. That place, which had once been full of life and joy, was now empty, except for the presence of the faithful dog, whose attentive gaze and heart full of longing refused to accept that his owner would not return. Time, however, was not kind to Sunda. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the dog's health began to deteriorate. The weight of sadness slowly consumed him, and the emotional pain began to manifest itself physically. His eyes, which had once shone with joy, began to lose their shine until they finally went blind. Perhaps it was the burden of so many unshed tears or the weight of loneliness that clouded his vision. Still, Sunda remained faithful. He knew that without his sight, he might not recognize his owner if he returned, but that did not stop him from continuing to wait, because for him, this was the only place where his heart could still find some solace, where the memories were still vivid. But Sunda's fate was about to change. After so long abandoned to his own devices, one day a rescue team arrived on the scene. The rescuers had been alerted to the presence of a lonely dog in poor condition. When they arrived, they found Sunda, dejected but still waiting. They immediately realized the gravity of the situation. The faithful dog was malnourished, dehydrated, and seriously ill, but despite everything, he still emanated a rare sweetness and kindness. He looked at them with those eyes that, although blind, still carried a silent hope. Wasting no time, the rescuers took Sunda to the vet. There, he underwent a series of tests that revealed how serious his health condition was. He was very weak, not only physically but also emotionally. However, despite all the difficulties, the veterinary team did not give up on him. They knew that this dog had an impressive inner strength, a will to live that, despite everything, still shone brightly. After the rescue, Sunda was welcomed into a new home. Now, in a safe and loving environment, his life began to change. Although his vision could not be restored, his soul, which seemed so broken, was slowly being restored. He began to realize that, although the world around him was dark, he was no longer alone. The love and care he received daily rekindled something inside him, and for the first time in a long time, Sunda stopped waiting for someone who would never return. He was finally living in the present. Sunda's transformation was remarkable. At first, he was still shy and cautious, but over time, he became more confident. His new owners cared for him with such dedication that Sunda's love for them grew every day. He felt that, even without being able to see, he could completely trust those who were now part of his life. Every gesture, every touch, every kind word he received helped to heal the invisible wounds that had been with him for so long. The bond between Sunda and his new family grew stronger in an indescribable way. He, who had once waited patiently for a return that never happened, now found in those who welcomed him a new reason to live. His days of loneliness were replaced by moments of pure companionship, and the sadness in his heart gave way to genuine and unconditional love. Today, Sunda lives surrounded by affection. Although he cannot see the world with his own eyes, he feels it in every caress he receives, in every game, and on every walk. He has become a confident, happy, and, above all, loved dog. His story is a testament to the power of love, resilience, and the ability to overcome even the most difficult moments with the help of people who truly care. Sunda teaches us that, even in the darkest days, hope should never be abandoned. Love can heal the deepest wounds and bring new light to life, even when all seems lost. He is a living symbol that fidelity and loyalty will always be rewarded, and that with patience and compassion, it is possible to transform someone's life, be it a person or an animal, for the better forever.